Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker and welcome to show and tell number 220. So please forgive background noise and kitten interruptions. Pippin is all agitated because our yard guy is here and he's out back working. But of course, when he was out front working, I was in the middle of trying to eat something. So we probably have some background noise going on and we're going to have some Pippin interruptions along the way. So I have so much to share with you guys. My bucket is so full. It'd be a little bit fuller, but one of my projects is still drying over here. So let's crack on in what was going on this week. So I am working on my Wool Genie review as of yesterday, Tuesday, April 14th. Oh, now he's got a toy, so we might hear crinkles here in a second. April 14th, I guess. I don't know. We're somewhere, no, we're in the 20s now. So 20 something. I told you guys I had planned, I literally put up a video to say there was no video. I had planned on having this ready by Tuesday, but I'm enjoying the process of working with it. I have some tests I still want to run tonight and tomorrow before I film the final bits on Friday so I can upload hopefully on Saturday. We also, if that does not work out, have an unboxing for Saturday. So it should be a very quick and simple and easy unboxing, but you know, worst comes to worst, that may be what Saturday's video is. Next week, we should hopefully have a show and tell because I know there's going to be some things I want to share with you guys. But we once again will probably have an unboxing next week or included in somewhere's next week's videos. If we don't have an unboxing on Saturday, or if we do have an unboxing on Saturday, we will have the Wool Genie review up on Tuesday. It will be done no later than next Tuesday. Trust me. We're getting to the end of the month, beginning of the next month, which means we have ALC and Yarnables coming out soon. And there was something else that, oh, I've got one tutorial I'm getting ready to start working on that should hopefully be out next month, mid next month. Then right after that, we should have another tutorial coming out and I am in the process of doing the design work for that. So there's a lot going on. I have bitten off a huge hunk of stuff, and not to mention, you know, Spook Your Spring starts May 1st and what? Where did the springtime go? It's just blah, 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 constantly. So there is a lot of stuff going on. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, so I've been doing a ton of crocheting and knitting this last week. It's just been one of those weeks where I've either been sitting in a car or I've had the opportunity to sit down. So I've been taking advantage of those moments. So I actually have stuff to share with you guys, like progress and finished objects. And I did make a purchase. So I want to start with unboxing what I purchased. Just because if you are watching this as of right now, there's still a lot of stuff available on the website and I want you guys to have the opportunity to like pause this video and go do some shopping if you want to. Unfortunately, Zen Yarn Gardens is retiring. So they are closing their doors, shuttering their business. It is a retirement, not a going out of business, but they did put everything on sale for 50% off. So we have very aggressive sale going on and I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to also make purchases. I did, and I have notes in my book about what I purchased. So first off, I did get this gradient trio. This is 100% superwash merino, fingering weight, 600 yards. So this is 150 grams. And we have a blue lilac to lilac gradient with this. So these are 200 yards each in this gradient pack. Also, same gradient trio. This is Blue Yonder. Dun, da, 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 da. this is the whole reason why I made a purchase. So this is called Lemonade Stand. This is the rainbow color set, 7 skeins of fingering weight yarn, approximately 1,400 yards. This is Lemonade Stand. I don't know why, but this just was like, buy it today, now, you must know. They also have, when I checked yesterday, because I'm still getting their emails, yesterday when I checked their website, they still had a bunch of their queen size skeins, which are 500 gram hanks of yarn. So if you're looking to make a sweater, maybe, I would highly recommend taking a peeky-poo at one of those, because I think they're on sale for $80 for 500 grams. So these are 3 separate hanks of the superfine fingering. I purchased these separately, but they once again make a set. We have Bellini, one-of-a-kind Bellini, which is a one-off dyed, and the other one is Cotton Candy. Just Cotton Candy? Yeah, okay. Cotton Candy, one-of-a-kind. So this is Cotton Candy, one-of-a-kind. It looks like this is the Bellini, one-of-a-kind, and this is Bellini. I mean, you can clearly tell why I purchased this one. Like, I mean, if you've been here at all, you will immediately know why this color, in any way, shape, or form, had to make its way into my stash. I mean, the others are very me still, but this, I'm just saying. So yeah, I had to make the purchase because of Lemonade Stand. I did want to look at these. Now, I have purchased their yarns from yarn stores in the past. This is actually one of the brands when I'm visiting a new yarn store. If they have some of this, I will frequently end up getting this if they've got like a specialty dye for their yarn store. They do have some 4 hank sets that they've put together, that some of their one-offs from dye jobs that they've done, specialty dyes, things like that. They do still have a couple items in their museum collection, which is just beautiful. I'm happy for them. If they're actually retiring, I'm very happy for them. I'm a little heartbroken though that I'm not going to be able to get their yarn anymore, because they take very interesting inspiration. So I'm very sad that I won't just stumble across one of their really cool things. So, but definitely go check out the retirement sale, 50% off. It's a really, really good deal. Their yarn is magnificent. It's got the Carrie seal of approval. Not everything is Carrie colorways. They do have lots of other colorways in there. Lots of different things in their sweater sets. If you tend more towards winter and autumn colors, they have some gorgeous ones in there. Just saying. Just saying. So I will have their link in the description box down below, but if you search Zen Yarn Garden, they should pop up. Actually, I think just Zen Yarns makes it pop right up, but Zen Yarn Gardens. It's just water, but I was forcey. Yeah, Bellini, one of a kind, Bellini solid, Cotton Candy, one of a kind. Yep, okay. That's just my invoice. There's no pricing on there. But I did go ahead and write everything down in my book, so I know what I spent. But this was one of those, kind of had to make the purchase, couldn't let it go by. I am going to be sad to not find their yarns anymore. So, works in progress. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen where I did come back, do a new swatch for my shell top. This is a pattern by Kim Guzman. It's been on my list of things to make for a while now, but once Erica at the Lopsided Crafter gifted me the Senso yarn from DMC, like I had the combination of what I wanted. When y'all saw it last week, I apparently did not mark where I was. I was right here in the first shell section. I was just getting ready to start the double treble stitch here. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen where I am short. So it's not some crazy weird thing. I apparently, if my first swatch came out the same way, I did not make note on my pattern that I needed to go up a hook size or anything else. But we do have, I'm sorry, Pippin is like being absolutely adorable and manic and crazy. He has a horrible case of the zoomies and he's being very distracting. So I will need to add, I believe, 5 rows to the front and to the back. So 10 rows over the top here to get the right armhole drop. So the armhole with my little safety pins here does just fit. It fits very snug under my arm and does not allow for the middle age wave there. So I think, okay, I can show you guys this way. This is 2 rows. This is 4 rows. I think I need more than 4 rows on each side. So I think 5 is going to be right there. But I am eyeballing this. So when I add the yarn back in, we'll make do. I do have a stitch marker for where I am now. I am using my size E or F Clover Amore hook. The yarn is Senso. It is a color number, so I don't know what the number is off the top of my head. I have, I'm on my 4th ball in here, and I have another 8 balls. So I will definitely have enough to finish the sweater. Love the pattern. It's very, very well written. Whatever happened with the gauge swatch and me not making my notes properly, that's on me, not on the pattern. The pattern is great. This would also be beautiful if you had a merino cotton blend. Just saying. It would also be really nice if you had a linen and bamboo blend. But I think you need something a little bit toothier for this. So I probably wouldn't go 100% bamboo because I think you would get too much drop on the top bodice section, which would look great in the lace section, but not so great up here. So something with a little bit of tooth probably is still what you're going to want with this. But you don't need a 100% cotton for this. You could definitely use a cotton blend and really get away with this. I'm thinking about coming back, going down a size and using some of the DK weight bamboo that I have, bamboo cotton blend that I have, and making another one of these. Why is Carrie in her sweater era, top era? I have no idea. I am in my perfume era. At 40, I finally decided I want to smell like an adult and have like good smells and perfumes. I'm searching for things that don't bother my migraines, and I've decided I want to make garments. I don't get it. I don't understand. I've already finished 2 tops this year, and I'm working on 2 more. One will hopefully be done like over the weekend. All I have to do is put sleeves on it. I don't understand what's going on. This is so truly bizarre. Yeah. I already have 3 more tops planned. 1 summer for sure, 1 winter for sure, and the other one I'm debating on doing like a little, I don't want a shrug, like a bolero shrug, but I am thinking like a mid-waist shrug. I'm trying to wear more skirts instead of dresses, and because I can, you know, t-shirt and a skirt, you know, make things real easy, but I can also like wear a blouse with a shrug and make it look a little bit nicer. But I have some super cute yarns that I think would make adorable little shrugs, like waist-high cardigan shrugs. So I have some patterns like kind of vaguely picked out that I've eyeballed for a while. Anyway, next WIP. Oh, by the way, Kyle Smith pottery bowl. Y'all know how much I love my Kyle Smith pottery bowl. I have not talked to him since I did a couple weeks ago, but like I said, at the end of May, he's hoping to have some more of these in his Etsy shop. They'll be in blue and green, just like the rest of his pottery. If you're not just interested in the yarn bowl, I can highly recommend the Butter Bell. And I do like the way his platters look. I don't own one, but I do like the way his platters look. I love seeing what he has. He also has some really cute little like local things that I'm thinking about just kind of like keeping on hand for giveaways and swaps and stuff like that. The advantage to being back to what is kind of my hometown. I've lived here out of the last 20 years. I've lived here 16 of the last 20 years. Being back home again, like I know where to go find really cool local things. Whereas in Charlotte, there were some amazing cool local things. It was just harder for me to find those little things to gift that were truly local. A lot of things, with the exception of the Crossroads coffee, a lot of things were not truly local. They were just made for a local shop. But I like including local things by local people to me. But yes, definitely check out Kyle Smith Pottery on Etsy. I will leave his Etsy down below. I'm really hoping to get my hands on a green yarn ball when he gets them made this time. So I'm very excited about this. This is actually going to be the tutorial that comes out in May. I believe it will be hopefully May 14th's video. Fingers crossed that it'll be May 14th's video. We're hoping everything goes normal between now and then. But I am working on a linen stitch shawl. For this one, I am doing color blocking. So it'll be cream, pink, and then teal. Before we moved to Charlotte, I had purchased these 3 balls of Red Heart Amour to review. These are 100% polyester. This is a chainette style with the little floofies in it. And I'm not sure why I never got around to the review, but it's working out great for me because I'm using it as part of another review. And I would have never done a linen stitch crochet shawl with it before. So I am almost done with the pink color. Hopefully tonight I'll be adding in the teal if I don't get distracted. I definitely love how this is turning out. I am using my size J hook, Clover Amour, with this. It is sliding very easily. So if you happen to have some of this in your stash, definitely go pull this. The J hook works great. And on May 12th, we'll have a tutorial for a shawl. But I love how the increasing looks down the center of this. And we have a nice even edge going. I have not decided. This one will not have a decorative border on it. The next one will. So definitely need to decide what I want to do with that. But this is all the pink that I have left. As you can tell, I'm using the wool. Well, if you can't tell, if you have a wool genie, you know I'm using the wool genie for this. That's all I have left. So I've got 1, maybe 2 more rows left in the pink before I start the teal. So I'm very excited about that. It's chamomile, blush, and bliss are the colors. Chamomile, blush, and the teal is bliss. So anyway, there we go with that. I'm very, very happy with this. I just started this yesterday, or day before yesterday. Started this Monday. It's Wednesday afternoon. I'm very excited. So, as I've been doing all these projects and working on all these things and trying to brain my way through things, and I still have more to do, by the way, after I get done filming this. I'm not editing, squishing, or splicing anything today. I'm going to handle that tomorrow because I am in the middle of a caking party downstairs. The only place in this house that is capable of handling my Swift and my yarn baller is the bar in my kitchen. So I can only do things when I'm not cooking. So before my husband gets home and it'll be time to make dinner, I really need to finish caking things. I have a lot of yarn to cake because I have a lot of things I want to make, and I'm very excited about them all. And I want to get started on some of them. One of them I won't start until June. I've promised myself, but I do want to get the yarn caked, so June 1st I can get started. But while I'm doing all that, and while I'm caking yarn, and while I'm making things, and while I'm cooking, and while I'm cleaning, and while I'm chasing cats around the house with little teaser toys, I have been listening to a new podcast. It's not a new podcast. It's been around for a couple of years, but Southern Fried True Crime. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Very compassionate. Truly Southern host. So you definitely get the feel of it's more like the Southern gentility and delicate speech versus as much as I love that chapter, you know, the life insurance dance is not going on in the background for Southern Fried True Crime. She also has done a number of interviews that I found particularly fascinating and interesting to listen to, particularly the first one that shows up when you sort her videos from oldest to newest. So I am actually just listening straight through her channel right now. I'm on like episode 30 something, 35, 36. I'm loving it. That is my, like I said, it's kind of like my catch-all podcast right now. A little bit better than listening to Reddit, you know, Am I the Scallywag videos. So I'm a sucker for some of those, though. Just anyway, go check out Southern Fried True Crime. We have finished objects. We have finished objects. We have finished objects. Yes, I have notes today because things. Oh, it's my notes from when I did my quarterly update on my goals. Started in 2021. The pink blanket is finally done. So this is a lemon peel stitch baby blanket. When I got done making it square, and it's 3.5 feet. I just love the fact I know this is 4 feet, right under the rib cage. Not my bust line, the rib cage. That's where I was motioning to. Yeah, so we're at about 3.5 feet because this is just above my hips, but under my ribs. Does anybody else measure that way? Is that just a me thing? So when I got done with the lemon peel part of this, I came around with a single crochet, and then I did another row that is the reverse single crochet, doing 3 stitches in the corners there. This was using the size I Amore hook. If you guys can't tell, that is my favorite hook. That is just the one that fits like Harry Potter's wand in my hand. It's just perfect. So this is using Lion Brand Pound of Love in pink. I didn't have, and I just caked up the remainders from the second skein of it. I had 0 knots in this one. I did have some issues with the mint or the pastel green when I did the knit blanket, finished the knit blanket from 2019. But for some reason, I had no knots in either one of the pinks. So I know some people have had issues with it. It is a big skein of yarn. So like the average variance that yarn companies consider to be normal for knots is 3 per skein. So 3 for every 100 grams. There's 454 grams in the pound of love, I think. I think it's 454. So that would give you as many as potentially 14 knots per ball that would be in the considered normal variance. So I would think that's a little high personally. I would be particularly annoyed, especially if it was a knit project, getting that many knots in a skein of yarn. But my pink from Forever and 3 years ago had none. So that is another old UFO and WIP done. I need to put this in a new basket somewhere and call this the, monthly update UFOs thing. But anyway, that is finished. So my last finished project, I will actually be inserting a video after I'm done talking about it and probably signing off this video. But my Sisterhood of the Traveling shirt is done. I will try it on and share all that with you next week. But what I ended up doing, so I took it down lower. It goes under my pocus before I took it off the needles. It's 318 grams, so it took me 6.25 balls, 6.5 balls to finish it, of the 50 gram balls of the Peyton's Venus yarn in Orchid. Changes I made from the original written pattern for this one. I came back and added a couple rows at the neckline and did that with a size 9 needle. So I came down a needle size. I did a decrease row in the same style as the increasing is done to bring that neckline up onto my shoulders because it was hanging here and I really wanted it up here. And that's a pretty large distance, but the increases were very rapid on that. So I did the decreases in a very similar way around the neckline to bring that in so it still sits wide. I mean, I can pull it off my shoulders, but it naturally sits right at the curve of my shoulder. Took it down longer. I did do an I-cord bind off just to create a little bit of weight there. It's not nearly enough weight. So the way this yarn is made, it is a piece of roving. And that's what you see as the thread and the slubs. And then it's wound with a piece of nylon cord. So the acrylic cotton content is the fluff and the cording basically. And then it's plied with a piece of nylon. So it's not strong enough to have that kind of weight of putting like a beaded border or shells or anything like that on it. Because I personally think it would have been adorable, especially if I used this as a cover up, if I had put shells along the bottom, but the yarn's just not going to hold up to that long term. So to people who were trying to give me suggestions, I really was very, very grateful. I know my replies didn't always sound necessarily super grateful, but I was grateful for the suggestions. It's just the yarn doesn't allow for that many things. It's fine to knit a garment with. It's not going to fall apart as long as I'm hand washing it. But it doesn't have enough tensile strength to handle that kind of weight on it. So I did do the I-cord bind off. It does at least pull it down a little bit. I have it blocked to where it doesn't completely flare out at the bottom. It's coming at a slight A, but it's not, skirting out like it wants to or wanted to on the needles. It looks a little wonky laying down. It is a little wonky on. It is way graciously oversized. If I do this again with this yarn and this pattern, I will definitely be going down to a size 9 needle. So, but I still really like the pattern. I think it's adorable and the shirt did turn out great. But we'll see it. We'll do try-ons and everything else next week. It is still very wet right now, so I don't even think I'll have time tomorrow to do a try-on, let you guys see it on before I smush and upload tomorrow. So, like I said, I have other things I need to do today, but we're going to smush and upload tomorrow. Love it, but I don't want to get too separated from it, so I'm going to sign off. Because I've already yacked at you guys for half an hour. I mean, if you've bared with me for this long, Pippin, just give me a minute. Give me just a minute. I know you don't understand. Mommy's not talking to anybody you can see. I know. I know. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you on Saturday regardless. Whether it's an unboxing or review, I will see you regardless on Saturday. But I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you real soon. Please take care. And enjoy looking at my sweater laying on the ground. There should be some pet tags at the end of this too. Just... Bye, guys. I'm sorry if you can hear the lawn guy in the background, but I can't wait to film much longer. Hello, Pee-Pee. So this is the finished shirt. I'm leaving it out to dry. It's still wet. It's too wet to pick up. But I did want to share with you guys and make sure I filmed this part at least to share with you